My mother-in-law faked a fall when we announced moving, demanding we stay or have her death on our conscience. My husband and I had been planning our escape from his mother's clutches for 2 years. We'd saved every penny, hidden job applications, even used a friend's address for mail because Riley monitors everything that comes to our house. Yes, we live with her. Have for 5 years since my husband Tommy lost his job, and she insisted we move in temporarily to save money. That was the trap. Once we were in, she made it impossible to leave. Every time we mentioned apartments, she'd have a health crisis, chest pains when we toured a place, vertigo when we tried to sign a lease, a mysterious allergic reaction when movers were scheduled. We fell for it every time until my sister, a nurse, pointed out that Riley's symptoms only appeared when we tried to leave and mysteriously vanished the moment we canceled our plans. So this time, we did everything in secret. I got a job transfer to Seattle, 3,000 miles away. Tommy lined up remote work. We put a deposit on an apartment, hired movers for when Riley would be at her weekly bridge club. We planned to tell her the morning of, giving her no time to orchestrate a crisis. But Riley must have sensed something because she started laying groundwork weeks before. I've been so dizzy lately, she'd say, gripping furniture as she walked. My doctor says it's my blood pressure. Very dangerous at my age. She started leaving medical pamphlets about sudden cardiac death in the elderly around the house. Subtle. Last night we couldn't wait anymore. The movers were coming in 3 days. We sat her down after dinner. Mom, we have something to tell you, Tommy started. We've accepted jobs in Seattle. We're moving on Saturday. The silence lasted maybe 5 seconds. Then Riley stood up, clutched her chest, and collapsed. Not a dental sink to the ground. A full theatrical collapse, knocking over a lamp on the way down. Mom! Tommy rushed to her. I called 911, though I noticed she was peeking through her eyelashes to see if we were watching. The paramedics arrived and found nothing wrong. Blood pressure normal, heart rate steady, no signs of distress except her insistence that she felt death approaching. At the hospital, she grabbed Tommy's hand. If you leave, I'll die. I can feel it. You'll have my death on your conscience forever. The doctor pulled us aside. Your mother is perfectly healthy. There's nothing physically wrong with her. But Riley heard this and immediately changed tactics. It's not physical, she moaned. It's a mother's intuition. I know if you leave, something terrible will happen to me. I'll be dead within a week. She actually convinced Tommy to consider staying. That night he said, what if she's right? What if something happens? Tommy, she's manipulating you. But what if she dies? She won't die. But doubt crept in. What if she was so depressed by our leaving that she hurt herself? What if she accidentally took too many pills? Could we live with that? The next morning, Riley was in fine form. She called Tommy's entire family, telling them we were abandoning her to die alone. His sister called screaming that we were heartless monsters. His aunt said we'd be murderers. His cousin actually flew in from Phoenix to say goodbye to grandma before you kill her. Riley held court from her bed like a dying queen, telling everyone how she collapsed from grief, how the doctor said her heart couldn't take the strain of us leaving. The doctor said you're fine, I corrected. They don't understand a mother's heart, she replied, then clutched her chest again when Tommy entered. I need to make my will. I won't last a week once you're gone. By evening, 17 family members were in our living room, staging an intervention about our elder abuse. Riley had somehow convinced them all she was dying of abandonment. Tommy was cracking. Maybe we should postpone. No, I stood up. We're leaving Saturday. Riley is not dying. She's manipulating everyone. Riley gasped, clutched her chest and fell off the couch. This time she hit her head on the coffee table. Real blood. Everyone screamed. Back to the hospital. This time a different doctor, Dr. Kim. While they were stitching Riley's head, Dr. Kim pulled me aside. I need to show you something. She brought me to her office and pulled up Riley's medical records. Your mother-in-law has been to the ER 43 times in 5 years, always when family members travel or move. Look at the dates. I looked. Every single visit corresponded with someone trying to leave. Tommy's brother's wedding in Hawaii, his sister moving to Portland, our attempted apartment viewings. But that's not the interesting part, Dr. Kim continued. Look at this. She pulled up another file. Insurance claims. Riley had been billing these visits to insurance as accidents, collecting disability payments. This is fraud, Dr. Kim said. But there's more. I ran her prescription history. Your mother-in-law has been stockpiling medication, specifically medications that in combination could induce symptoms mimicking heart problems or strokes. She's been planning something. My blood went cold. Planning what? Dr. Kim looked grim. Based on the quantities and timing, if you had actually left on Saturday, she paused. I believe she was planning to take them. Not enough to kill herself, but enough to be found dying and blame you. I stared at the records. She was going to fake a suicide attempt or make it look like you leaving caused a real medical emergency. Either way, you'd come back and probably never try to leave again. That's when my phone buzzed. A text from Riley's neighbor. Saw your MIL hiding something in her garage yesterday. Looked like medical equipment. Thought you should know. Dr. Kim stood up. I have to report the insurance fraud, but you should check that garage tonight before she gets released. It's 9 p.m. now. Tommy's still at the hospital with his mother. I'm in my car outside our house. I have the garage key in my hand. I'm terrified of what I'm going to find. My phone just buzzed. It's Tommy. Mom just told the nurse she has a confession. Says she's been hiding something big. She wants to tell the whole family. She's demanding everyone come to the hospital now. Another text from Riley's neighbor. Someone just pulled up to your house. They're going into the garage. I look up. The garage door is opening, but I can't see who's inside. Full story on channel link below.